This November, the American people will get to vote for who will lead the country. Those votes are then turned into electoral votes, and with a debatable translation of basic math, will then decide the outcome and possibility of a newly elected president. If that's the case, then this person would become the 46th president of the United States, or the 54th to a small few. You'd have to dig deep for an explanation in your textbook, but a museum located in the Midwest might be of some help. Anyone traveling through Northeast Ohio in the 1990s may have driven past an old building with Harts Grove Emporium above the entrance. Awkward paintings of colonial men are also displayed. Welcome to the first and only presidential museum, curated by Nick Payes Jr., a Marine veteran and retired insurance salesman who touts many other titles held. What these titles are is never really explained. His proud mission: to show America that we had 8 presidents before George Washington, the first being John Hanson. Who is John Hanson? Well, he was born in 1721. He had 8 children with his wife, Jane. He lived and died in Maryland, where he was a planter, a slave owner, a sheriff, the county treasurer, a state assemblyman, and one of Maryland's delegates to the Continental Congress. He's also a historical footnote. John Hanson recruited and armed local soldiers during the Revolutionary War, and in 1781 he signed the document acknowledging that Maryland had ratified the U.S. Constitution, thereby bringing it into effect. No, not that U.S. Constitution, but the Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union, the original U.S. Constitution. Hanson was elected to lead the government of this new confederation, essentially and arguably becoming the first president of the United States. He tried to quit a week later, but was convinced to serve out his term. After Hanson, 7 more people were elected in this government before it was replaced with the current Constitution, the one that starts with President George Washington in 1789. Mr. Payes was convinced that it was his moral duty to educate the American people on how uninformed they are. The thing is, the museum was never there to learn about the Beta Constitution. More or less, it served as a platform for Payes to show how much smarter he was than everyone else. He advertised that for the unbelievable price of $5.50, you'll get the equivalency of a doctorate degree in true history, something that would take tens of thousands of dollars of expenses at one of our country's highest institutions of learning. In reality, the money bought you the luxury of being asked rhetorical questions. And he's not afraid to show off his smarts either. When the late Barbara Bush joked in an interview that she refers to her husband and her son as 41 and 43, Payes claims to have reached out to tell her how incorrect she truly was.
The point is, the less you know, the easier it is for you to be controlled,
says Payes.
True history hasn't been taught in this country in the last 40 years. The truth is our only salvation, and the government should quit lying to us. I trust nobody.
And whether or not you believe Nick's history lesson or trust any of the politicians running for office this November, the lesson you should take with you is that voting still matters. The people elected will make decisions that will affect the lives of hundreds of millions of people. Maybe that's what the $5.50 admission fee was really about. Learning the price of democracy.